Well, you're not going to park right next to this car at the dealership. It's been a little over 2 years since I've owned my 2013 Lamborghini Gallardo, and that means it's time to head out for service. If you recall my video from last year, which is linked below, I took my car to the Bellevue Lamborghini dealership. This was an amazing shop, and they treated me and my car well. However, you may also recall the steep pricing and the long wait time. This is why this year I scheduled with Veloce Motorsports, an independent shop that only works on Ferrari, McLaren, and Lamborghini. Upon entering, it is a stark contrast compared to the dealership. The quote lobby unquote is a small closet-sized room filled with Lamborghini branded boxes and unique parts. The real greeting is stepping through that small room into the shop. This is where I could see a ton of awesome cars being worked on, including the beautiful blue Diablo. I then met Josh, the owner and lead mechanic. He proceeded to show me more of the shop, including the engine from the blue Diablo, explaining the entire engine out service he was performing to it. After handing over the keys, I went outside to wait for my lift.
6.5 hours later.
Well, I just collected my car from Veloce Motorsports. It's all got the new motor oil and it's ready to roll out. So now I'm going to get in, head home, and we can go compare this service bill with last year's at the dealership. Let's go. So here's the bill I received from the shop. And you can see the first thing on the bill is the oil and filter service. So this includes the labor for doing the oil change, which is $174.75. The new oil filter, the Lamborghini one, which was $83.25. And then the new oil, which is $13.39 a quart, and 8 total quarts went in. So that was $107.12 just for the oil. So the total cost of this service, including labor and all the seals and extra stuff, is $390.48. Now, some of you that are regulars to my channel may remember that I put K&N air filters in my car. However, after doing more research, I determined those filters let too many big particulates through. So I went ahead and had him put in the factory air filters as well. He charged me a labor rate of $165 per hour, and this job only took a half hour, so $82.50 total there. And then the air filters themselves being $145 each. There's 2 that go in the car, so $290. Total for that was $372.50. With the charge, since he's a small shop, to run my card and the sales tax, the total came out to $874.87. Now, let's compare the bill that I received this year from the one last year from the Lamborghini dealership. One thing to notice is the oil price itself. You can see this year there was 8 quarts that went in at $13.39 a quart for a total of $107.12 on the cost of the actual oil. Last year at the Lamborghini dealership, 9 quarts went in at a cost of $25.99 per quart, for a total of $233.91. Now, this year, I did get Motil put in, which is a little bit better at burning hydrocarbons since it's a direct injection engine. And this was the Castrol full synthetic. However, both those oils retail are within $10 of each other. The retail cost for a 5-quart jug, so I don't expect the cost to be too different there. The next thing to note is that on this year's bill, you can notice the labor rates are very clearly spelled out. So there's $174.75 flat rate for this oil change service. And then for things like the air filter changing, which there's no service for this, there's no flat rate. It's just his hourly rate of $165 an hour. And this job took him a half hour. So it's very clear like where the labor charges come from. On the second page of the Lamborghini bill, you can see there's no mention in the first page of labor rates at all. When you get to the second page, just finally there's one giant fee here of $2,827.50, so almost $3,000 in labor, with no exact explanation of where that came from. Now, there is one thing that I do like about the Lamborghini dealership. I really like here at the very end, they give you your clutch closed position and your learned position, so you can use these to determine your clutch wear. To wrap this up, I had an amazing experience checking out Josh's shop. While the Lamborghini dealership has a brand new building offering all the amenities when getting your car serviced, including car washes and loaners, there was something special about seeing my car next to this $1 million classic when waiting for my lift. Cat's Exotics trusting their beauty to Josh is not only peace of mind, but it adds to the experience of going there. Personally, I had a blast chatting with Josh and checking out his shop, and I will be taking my car here next year for service.